Hello and welcome to another episode of Tours and Tactics. It seems like we just took Valley Keep when our enemies descended from on high to take it back. And in an interesting reversal, you'll see they are attacking the same wall/gate that we did. Yeah. So there they are, all kind of piled down there. Now, one of the things that you'll notice whenever we jump to when we jump to the second beta weekend event, is Nell switches from Engineer to Warrior. This was one of the events that prompted that change. Primarily because Engineers don't have too many long-range solutions. The closest thing is the pistol, and even then that was out of range. So that prompted the class change for that. But as you can see, I'm not sure. I think they came in through the gate. It looks like they came in through the gate. I don't think they came in through the wall like we did. But you also notice we're keeping them away from the gate and just pouring fire down on their position. And they're not really targeting the cannons or the oil. I really didn't have time to build this up, which was another problem. Now here's something I try, and this is something you might want to consider when you're on the defense. It's something I've brought up in previous videos. It's utilizing differences in terrain to your advantage. This nice little indestructible wall outcropping is now going to play host to a ballista. Of course, I only have 10 supplies, so a good Samaritan will come along and hopefully, come on, there they go. Remember, this is still beta weekend event 2. And this was actually my first time ever using the ballista. It turned out to be very much fun. And of course, by the time I actually build it, they're all out of range. So, as a hint to all of you, my future and past and present players of Guild Wars 2, if you have a ballista... Ooh, look at that. That was nice. If you have a ballista, build it faster so you can kill things faster. Don't shoot at them with your measly elemental pistol-y shot things. We like technical terms here on Tours and Tactics. So we've actually managed to rout them. Because I don't believe they were able to take it and keep the gate down. Which is one of the other reasons why I kind of advocate multiple angles of attack. Because just in case, let's say you take down the gate, then it may be repaired before you can really get any damage, and thus you're locked back outside and you have to bust down the wall/gate again. Now, we're going to pause this here, because on one of the previous videos, I made a mistake. Now, if you've been watching the videos at all, you know there's one thing I will not do, and that is, I will not apologize for making a mistake. So, I did make a mistake. The front gate is actually a double gate, as you can tell from the 2 pots of oil up there. One of the things I like to advocate with this, and I am of the complete and utter understanding that a good deal of people online will not be very nice. I did not go into this with any expectation of constant hugs and cookies. That's the purpose of this. The purpose of this is for all of us to educate each other, not berate, educate. I've now learned it's a double gate at the front. So does that affect our strategy at all? Well, first we figure out there's destructible walls on either side. Second, you make sure to bring so many friggin' rams that you don't have to worry about it. Also, for this type of scenario, a golem would not have gone out of place, especially when we were attacking it before. So as we resume, I'm doing a perimeter sweep trying to figure out where all the baddies went, and it looks like they went to the other side. I don't remember what I'm building here. What am I building here? Did I actually try to build a catapult here? Okay, good. Instead, I set up an arrow cart. That's one of the things I really intend to fully experiment with in combat situations. And I'm looking for requests too. Do you want to see something? Such as someone posted in the comments about catapult ranges. That's something we can all work together to find out. Unless, of course, they list it. Because the thing with catapults versus things like ballistas and arrow carts is that with catapults and trebuchets, the arc that you launch the projectile is aimed and all based off of how much pressure you put on the launch portion. With arrow carts and ballistas, it's targeted. And seed golems are, of course, stompy, stompy, pew, pew. And I think we've got... oh, ogres! Ogres are always fun. And me in my delightful leather dress, firing down on the encroaching ogres. This is the point where we're going to kind of speed up the combat a little bit, because it's just kind of running around on the parapets, firing down on the bad guys. Like I said, the reason I switched to warrior is just because of the more direct aspect of the combat. I will be making an engineer, and future plans for Guild Wars 2 are going to be in another video, which is probably going to be the Season 2 finale. It's not going to be anything grandiose, unfortunately. It will just kind of be me talking about Guild Wars 2. So I hope y'all are looking forward to that. Oh, and we got a Doliac. It's trotting away. So we're like, yeah, victory! We took them out good. Look, we got a Doliac coming in and everything. Grab supply. We're going to repair the gate as they're banging against it. That's the other reason I fast forwarded this, is because it's just kind of banging against the gate. I'm not using too much AoE, which means we're not taking too much damage as we kind of head down and repair the gate. So if at all possible, whenever you're taking it down, you're going to want to pour on the focus fire on the gate. I just kind of keep heading up there. I don't think I ever go back to the ballista, which is very sad, because I liked that ballista. It was like a member of the family. Got a completed arrow cart. That's one of the things I am looking forward to when World vs. World actually becomes more prolonged, is more siege weapon focus. And actually having to tactically place them. Because if the ballista is as effective a weapon against siege weapons as I believe it to be, then they're going to be everywhere. And they're going to be fun to use and annoying to get shot by. I believe this is my first time using the arrow cart. Kinda wish it was a ballista. But the thing is, ballistas can't blind fire. Arrow carts can. So you can kind of angle the camera to look down on a spot. And, oh, here we go, this one's nice. Right on the wall. Watch him leap off the wall. It's so amusing. And I'm going to end up talking about this again on the season finale. But I was really upset with the way this beta period was handled. I wish I could have done so much more, looked and analyzed so much more, because there's so much possibility for tactics and planning in this, but we were never really given the opportunity to do that. And that frustrates me so much. Number one, because I can't really bring all you the content that I wanted. And second, because it really concerns me about the future of the game.
God save me.
So I know people want sieges, people want more information. I can just work off the footage that I have. And because of the way this whole quote-unquote beta was handled, I can't give all that to you right now. I'm sorry if this leads to dislikes, unsubs, but it's what I can do. It's what I can give you right now. And it frustrates me a great deal. And we will just have to see where Head Start and launch go. And I will focus more on my anticipations for Head Start and launch in the season finale. Because that's right, Season 3 is going to mark the launch of Guild Wars 2. Now, shifting subjects a little bit, I was also upset because I believe I lost a chunk of footage here. As the enemy with the ogres approaches, as I was going through my footage, I found it went from that shot to this. Now, in retrospect, I think it might have been I either left or something DC'd, and I had to come back after. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can see from this, I had to walk back as the red is slowly but surely taking back the southeastern corner of the Eternal Battlegrounds. As I type something extremely long and pointless. Do 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 do. Necromancers with their really creepy armies running past. And I believe I had gotten word something along the lines of everything being breached and everything just going to hell. So that explains the jump cut between us routing the enemy from the Valley Keep, successfully routing them away, and the chaos that you are about to witness inside the courtyard of the Valley Keep. Here you go. And again, we've got some slowdown just because of all the particle effects, all the baddies. So that is something I'm definitely going to be turning down in the future. So if you're upset by frame rate lags, also keep in mind this was beta event 2. Beta weekend event 2, so it wasn't optimized, and I still don't think it was optimized for beta weekend event 3. But as you can see, we're desperately trying to fight them off, but it's not really working because they're kind of all over the place. And I believe they're also killing the Keep Lord. So, what is the moral we're learning from the defense of Valley Keep? Ultimately, we're learning, don't get cocky. And as you can see, they successfully killed the Keep Lord, got into the circle of possession, and possessed the Valley Keep. So the moral of this story is just because it looks like the enemy is routing, don't put your guard down. Especially if it's a 3-day beta weekend event and Red's been dominating you the entire time. So as the mighty engineer NEligahn takes his final bow from beta weekend event 2, our next episode will be the first of the footage from beta weekend event 3. So until then, my friends, as always, game on and take care.